Yeah, man, have you ever delved into that whole vanished village of Angikuni thing? Dude, it's wild. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of villages.
Have you ever stumbled upon a story so baffling, so inexplicable, that it sent chills down your spine? Welcome, brave souls. Today we delve into the enigmas that defy explanation and challenge everything we think we know. From the depths of our vast oceans to the intricacies of human history. And speaking of history, ever heard of the lost village of Angikuni? Imagine an entire village vanishing without a trace. Stick around, and maybe, just maybe, we'll piece together the clues of our world's most puzzling, unsolved mysteries. Number 1. HMS Daedalus Sea Serpent. Ever been on a boat and thought, what could be lurking below? If you're a fan of sea mysteries and oversized reptiles, you're in for a treat. So it's August 6, 1848. Sailors aboard the HMS Daedalus just cruising the mid-Atlantic waves when, bam, they spot what could only be described as Aquaman's pet, a gigantic sea serpent. Now, these aren't just any sailors. They've got Captain Peter McQuay leading the pack, and he's seen his fair share of sea creatures. But this was different. Picture this. A 60-foot-long creature, flaunting a snakish head, a neck perfect for peekaboo from the waters, and a body covered in scales that shimmered between light brown and black. And to add some drama, humps on its back grooving to their own wave-like rhythm. All of this for a good 20 minutes. That's long enough to make a TikTok video. Now, imagine the chaos. The news hit the media faster than you can say, mermaids are real. It divided the community. Team That's a Giant Squid versus Team New Species Alert. While many vouched for the sailors, claiming they'd easily recognize regular sea critters, others suggested maybe they had a bit too much sun or rum. While some in recent years think it might have been a prank or maybe a mistaken identity of another sea creature. This particular encounter remains one of the ocean's favorite "did it really happen?" stories. Now, who's up for a sea cruise? Just remember to pack your binoculars and maybe an extra-large fish net. Number 2. Disappearance of Angikuni Village. All right, folks, ever experienced that mini heart attack when you can't find your phone in your pocket? Now amplify that feeling by, let's say 40 times. That's the baffling riddle of the tiny village near Lake Angikuni. In 1930, every single villager, around 35, 40 people, poof, vanished. Oh, and for added mystery seasoning, even the dead weren't left resting in peace. Their graves, empty. Enter Joe LaBelle, a trapper expecting to crash for a night with the friendly Inuit Eskimos. Instead of a warm welcome, Joe was greeted by eerie silence. Houses with still warm food, simmering fireplaces, and belongings scattered as if folks just decided on a whim to have a spontaneous race out of their homes. But here's a curveball. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police found no footprints, no sign of struggle, nada. Imagine Sherlock Holmes scratching his head at this one. And to make things creepier, 7 sled dogs lay starved. Stones throw away from food supplies. Why starve with a feast right next door? But wait, the plot thickens. Eyewitnesses, including a fur hunter named Armand Laurent, reported strange dancing lights over Lake Angikuni right around the time our villagers decided to play their mega hide-and-seek game. Some argue, it's just the polar lights. But could this natural phenomenon make an entire village disappear? Now, the theories. Fasten your tinfoil hats. Some brainy folks suggest maybe the Inuit folks just decided on a bizarre migration, leaving behind, everything. Another camp, let's call them the cosmic enthusiasts, are all in on the alien theory. Extraterrestrial Uber, anyone? But then there's a bunch who think it's all a tall tale, whipped up for the headlines by journalist Emmett E. Kelleher. Migration, aliens, or just a myth. The real question is, where did they all go? Were they the pioneers of the most epic flash mob in history? Or maybe the universe's way of reminding us some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved. The Lake Angikuni mystery, folks. The ultimate Where's Waldo of the last century. Number 3. What's under the Great Sphinx? Ever played hide and seek? Now think about playing it with a massive ancient Egyptian monument like the Great Sphinx. A game of what's hidden under there has archaeologists, historians, and adventure seekers buzzing with curiosity. Here's the puzzle. Beneath this majestic beast with a human face, there might be tunnels and chambers. What were they used for? Some experts bet they're just a continuation of the intricate tombs and temples nearby. Others, however, imagine them as sacred spots for rituals and ceremonies. Now let's sprinkle a bit of Indiana Jones magic, whispers of a secret chamber or an entire underground city. Sounds like an epic movie plot, right? But, as of now, it's just a plot. There's no scientific backing for this story. Yet, planning to pack your bags, grab a shovel and unravel the mystery yourself? Slow down, adventurer. Any digging or snooping around the Sphinx comes with a bundle of rules, red tape, and permits. And should you stumble upon, let's say, Cleopatra's secret diary, or anything else, experts will be on hand to verify your find. Tech tools have indeed revealed glimpses of tunnels and ancient shafts under the Sphinx. Their purpose? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Some ancient Egypt nerds dream of the Hall of Records, a hidden library showcasing the bling of knowledge from lost civilizations like Atlantis. This theory, as thrilling as it is, lacks solid evidence and remains on the outskirts of academic endorsement. So, while the idea of unearthing an underground library or discovering Atlantis's bestsellers is fun, it's crucial to remember that these theories come with a pinch of salt, or in this case, a grain of desert sand. But who knows? The Sphinx has guarded its secrets for thousands of years. Number 4. Sri Lankan Stargate. Ever stumbled upon a door and thought, where does this lead? Well, how about a door to other dimensions? Picture this. A beautifully crafted stone disc in Sri Lanka, about 3 feet wide, decorated with cosmic designs. It's not just any rock art, it's the Sri Lanka Stargate, also whispered among locals as the Ranmasu Uyana Portal. Sounds like the title of a sci-fi blockbuster, right? The engravings on this disc aren't just doodles. They showcase stars, planets, galaxies, and symbols rooted deep in ancient religious and spiritual stories. Now, I'm not saying it's an ancient DVD on cosmology, but who knows? But here's the juicier part. Legend has it that this wasn't just decorative art for the ancient Sri Lankan man cave. Some believe that with the right password, this Stargate can fling you into different realities, or even set up a chat session with extraterrestrial buddies. Hey Siri, connect me to Mars? Could this be the work of ancient extraterrestrial tourists? Or perhaps an old civilization that had the cheat codes to the universe? It's got skeptics raising eyebrows and believers starry-eyed. Scientists and archaeologists are divided, of course. Some whisper that this artifact holds universe-sized secrets, while others think it's just a really fancy stone. The truth? Still as elusive as a cat playing hide-and-seek. But the Sri Lanka Stargate continues to be the muse for many looking for answers. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll crack the code. Number 5. Mystery of Ancient Sea People. Ready for a trip down mystery lane? Ever heard of the Sea People? No, they weren't mermaids or Aquaman's neighbors. Picture this. It's the 12th century BC. Most civilizations were living their best Bronze Age life, throwing parties, building structures, and maybe inventing the wheel's latest version. But then suddenly, poof, almost all these civilizations vanished faster than your last slice of pizza at a party. All except Egypt. Why, you ask? Well, for a long while, we had no clue either. But then someone cracked the Egyptian hieroglyphics code, talk about OG emojis, right? And what did these ancient texts say? Before Vikings made it cool to raid by sea, there was another group causing waves, the Sea People, and not the fun. Let's have a beach party kind, but more the I come to destroy your city type. Some descriptions even go as far as calling them oceanic monsters and giants. Picture facing an army of the Hulk, but from the sea. Who were they? Pirates? Lost tourists? Aliens who preferred the beach? The truth is, no one really knows. They seemingly appeared from the ocean, stomped cities flat, and then went off for a long vacation, leaving just footprints and chaos behind. Art, inscriptions, and letters from that time paint quite the picture of these mysterious invaders. But here's the kicker. The more evidence we find, the more puzzled we become. Try bringing up the Sea People at a scientist's party, and you're bound to get a heated debate or a pie in the face. Most of what we know is from the Egyptians, who, between building pyramids and worshipping cats, documented these oceanic party crashers. But like any good mystery, the tale of the Sea People still has a ton of blank pages left to fill. Well, fellow mystery enthusiasts, as we've journeyed together today, we've tiptoed along the fringes of the unexplained, dared to challenge the enigmas of our world, and ventured into the murky corners where definitive answers still play hard to get. Remember, our vast world is brimming with mysteries, some which might never yield their secrets. If your paths ever cross Angikuni or another such enigmatic place, let your curiosity guide you. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to unveil a truth that's eluded many. Before you go, be sure to give this video a like, share it with fellow mystery lovers, and hit that subscribe button for more tantalizing tales and perplexing puzzles. Always stay curious, keep your sense of wonder alive, and never shy away from the mysteries that our world offers.